So the Las Vegas Raiders finally made Antonio Pierce the new head coach of this Las Vegas Raiders team. Now the Las Vegas Raiders roster going into 2024 is pretty strong, but I think it's 4 players that need to stay on this roster going into the 2024 season. So in this video, these are the 4 Las Vegas Raiders players that the Raiders need to extend going into the 2024 season. So let's talk about it and play that intro.
I didn't care as much about being respected as I cared from the standpoint of winning about being feared and being imitated. And then respect could come after that.
What is going on, Raider Nation? What is going on? It is your boy Darian coming to you live with another video. It is the Nothing But Raider podcast. Shout out to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. If this is your first time ever being at the YouTube page, we highly suggest that you subscribe, hit the bell button, and get the latest news and all Raiders news. But we're back here with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about 4 players that they think, 4 players that you should think that should be extended going into the 2024 season. And these players that, according to justblogbaby.com, and this is according to justblogbaby.com, and I will give my personal opinions as well, but make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, put your comments in the comments below. We're gonna get into these 4 players that should be extended according to justblogbaby.com. So let's get into it right now. Now we're gonna go from 4 to 1. Yes, we're gonna go from 4 to 1. So the number 4 player that should be getting extension this year, it should be safety Trayvon Merrick. We start with the defensive backfield as Trayvon Merrick took a big step forward in year 3 in this past season. Trayvon Merrick was an outstanding rookie back in 2021 with a new defensive coordinator in 2022, and he struggled a bit, but some felt the team could move on from him after his contract was up. The arrival of Marcus Epps was a godsend for Trayvon Merrick. He has returned to the rookie form, and he should be looking to be a key piece for this Raiders secondary moving on and moving forward. Marcus Epps is also entering free agency in 2025, and the team could look to extend him as well, but for now we can focus on Trayvon Merrick. Now the number 3 person that should be extended going into this 2024 season, and that is slot corner for the Las Vegas Raiders, Nate Hobbs. Staying with the Raiders secondary, another young player to keep an eye on this offseason is a slot cornerback, Nate Hobbs. Like Trayvon Merrick, he has been up and down for his career, but for Hobbs, he has been so good during his rookie season and then stumble a little bit in 2022. However, now he is fully ingrained in Patrick Graham's defense, and he is back playing, being a playmaker for someone who should be in the Raiders' future plans. Hobbs has shown himself to be an elite cornerback at times, with the Raiders having so many changes in the defensive backfield over the years. Consistency is key going forward. This offseason, the Las Vegas Raiders is going to have to make a decision on Amik Robinson as he is entering free agency after a solid season in 2023. Now, the goal should be to try to keep the young secondary in place for the next few seasons, and while it could work on a deal for Hobbs for next offseason, getting him under contract for a long haul could be a priority for the new regime for Las Vegas Raiders. If he continues to progress, he could be ending up at one of the better slot cornerbacks in the league. In the number 2 person, the number 2 person that the Las Vegas Raiders should extend, and that is linebacker Devon Diablo. The Raiders figured they have some issues at the linebacker spot in 2023 as the team brought in Robert Spillane in free agency and had question marks going in. However, Robert Spillane ended up being a key free agent signing for the Silver and Black. It is another guy the team could extend this offseason if they wanted to. Now, Robert Spillane wasn't outstanding at times and proved to be a key in the middle of the Raiders defense, but it was Devon Diablo who took the biggest step forward in 2023. Many felt that Diablo had a pure talent and a 3-down linebacker at the next level, and is going into his 4th season. He'll be counted on to continue to move into the right direction. The coaching staff loves Diablo, as they've shown giving him a green dot this offseason, and his play on the field really improved in 2023. Diablo, tackling machine, and coming off a season-ending injury in 2022 in the hope that he could stay healthy and be a dominant force on the defense with major question marks. Devon Diablo did all of that and more, proven to be a young linebacker that the Raiders could build that position group around. Only 26 years old next season, Diablo is fresh off his 100 tackle season of his career, and I believe he's just getting started. And the number one player that the Las Vegas Raiders should extend, and that is defensive end Malcolm Coons. When it comes to the Las Vegas Raiders 2023 defense, nobody took a bigger step forward than Malcolm Coons. The Raiders selected Coons out of the University of Buffalo in the 3rd round in 2021 NFL draft. That his bend in size and speed could be a perfection complement to Max Crosby in the pass rush. Malcolm Coons proved all that and more, putting an exclamation point on his season with a 3-sack effort against the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas Day. He finished the season with 8 sacks, 17 quarterback hits, and playing in all 17 games for the Raiders in his 2nd straight season. Going into next season, Malcolm Coons has the potential to be a double-digit sack guy at the NFL level and will still be only 26 years old the 2024 campaign. The Las Vegas Raiders are shockingly good on defense this past season, and with Coons being so young and explosive, you have to think that he's going to be on other teams' radars going into next season. The best thing the Raiders should do is lock him up now and avoid any kind of issues this time next year. Now I have to say this, they actually definitely went all on the defense when it comes to these 4. And I kind of agree with some of these, like Malcolm Coons, Devon Diablo. I kind of agree with all 4 when it comes to justblowbaby.com. But I noticed that you got to look at the offensive side as well. What we're going to do with Josh Jacobs. Are we going to extend him? Are we going to give him another contract? You cannot franchise tag him, or you can franchise tag him again this year. So that's another story that you want to talk about when it comes to Josh Jacobs. But these 4 guys, they're very young, and I really like all these 4 guys. I like the Coons. I think a lot of people was trying to get rid of Coons earlier in the season, and I said give Malcolm Coons some time. I tried to tell him to give him some time, but nobody did not want to listen to me. But at the end of the day, I still feel like Malcolm Coons, Devon Diablo, Nate Hobbs, Trayvon Merrick are very young for this defense, and if we can keep Patrick Graham on this defense as a defensive coordinator, with Antonio Pierce being a defensive-minded coach, I do like these moves here to extend all 4 of these. You might not have to break the bank with them, but you definitely want to keep this core around at each position. Malcolm Coons at DN, Devon Diablo at linebacker with Robert Spillane. Then you have Marcus Epps and Trayvon Merrick, and then you have Nate Hobbs in the secondary. But we got to think about what they're going to do with Amik Robinson as well. So Raider Nation, how do you feel about these 4 players that the Raiders definitely need to extend going into the 2024 season? Let me know what you think. Put your comments in the comments below, and make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It's the Nothing But Raider podcast. See you in the next live stream or in the next video. Peace.